Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another star-studded episode of AWC. We are live from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and it is time for the show. We have a very packed card for you tonight with a main event that will blow you away. It is the Elite versus the Mid-Card Mafia in a tag team match. And I, for one, can't wait. But let's start off with our opener. It is an Alphaweight sparring match, an Alphaweight tag team sparring match. It is the team of Law and Disorder versus the Purge. Now, we're going to see Judas Maxwell and Logan Wright. Judas Maxwell to your left, Logan Wright's on your right in the ring, competing. So this is going to be interesting. Here comes the team known as Law and Disorder. They're known as the future of tag team wrestling in this company. These guys. You have Eleanor Brown on the left, Clinton Kenosha on the right. Standing at near 6'3" is Clinton Kenosha. Standing at just 6 feet, 6'1", Eleanor Brown. Combined weight of 478. These men are the epitome of amateur wrestling. Just a mix of old school and new school. A perfect blend of what it's like to be a technical wrestler, an amateur wrestler. And we can throw in some flashy moves there. On the side of Eleanor Brown, we have the new school. On the side of Clinton Kenosha, we have old school. But they're going to be going up against their opponents tonight, which is a whole new brand of schooling, as I should say, the Purge. The social warriors of injustice. Or should I say the non-social warriors of injustice. These guys do not talk to anyone else in the back but themselves. They don't believe in talking to anyone else but themselves. Unless you have some interest in what their cause is. These are, like I said, they believe in fighting injustice with injustice. For justice. It doesn't really make that much sense. But all I know is that the guy in the middle there, Judas Maxwell, we've seen him last year making his debut in 2015 as Charles Maxwell. He had potential. He had so much going for him. He started slipping. And just like that, people kind of forgot about him. He comes back as this new reinvigorated version of himself, Judas Maxwell, far from Charles Maxwell. And now he's aligned with the former Logan Steele, now Logan Wright, and whoever that guy is. And I must say, though Judas Maxwell, I'm not a big fan of him, he's been really doing some work in these past few weeks. I mean, for the past 2 weeks, this guy's been putting everyone away with that brutal submission, the guillotine choke. And I think he's going to be planning on putting someone else away with that guillotine choke tonight. Or we could see some more in-ring action from Logan Wright. We haven't seen much from him yet. So maybe we're going to see some more from Logan tonight. Or we could also see Law and Disorder. It's an interesting dynamic, interesting match. Let's see where we go. Alright, we start off in the ring with Judas Maxwell and Clinton Kenosha. Now, I've said this before, but Judas Maxwell is no stranger to amateur wrestling. He is no stranger to real wrestling. Do not let him fool you with the standard moves. This guy was a collegiate wrestler. Oh, look at this. Fighting dirty already. Unhooking that turnbuckle, exposing the steel. Just not somewhere you want to be with Judas Maxwell. And oh, look at this. Clinton Kenosha. Old school airplane spin. Just a nice way to get your opponent off the ground and make them dizzy, disorient them, and that's when you're going for the kill. Oh, look at that. Nice move by Clinton Kenosha. Here's a guy with a lot of promise in AWC. I think Clinton Kenosha is a guy that you really should be watching out for. With that gut-wrench suplex. And if you don't believe me, Go watch his debut match against Eleanor Brown. Now both men did have a very great debut match, double debut at that. I think Clinton Kenosha, he was the one who won that match. I think he had the most to show. Some could say Eleanor did too, but hey, I think Eleanor has something to show for himself too. I think if we have Eleanor get in the ring a little bit more, then maybe I can see more. But the thing is that when it comes to this team, you see a lot more of Clinton than you do of Eleanor. Eleanor kind of sits on the sides and goes in for the last minute kill. Clinton Kenosha is the one that wears down the opponent with that elbow to the face of Judas Maxwell. Now, as I was saying before I had to stop talking about him, Judas Maxwell is no stranger to amateur wrestling. He was a collegiate wrestler in his college, wrestled in high school, wrestled in his college. He did try out for the Olympics. He is an Olympian. He did not win the Olympic Games, but saying that you were in the Olympics is a feat to say. Oh, and a punch to the face from Logan Rights. That's something. You can see on this tights, know your rights. Better know your rights. You have the right to remain silent. As Eleanor Brown would say, a law enforcement agent in his own rights. This man is, I must say, a lawyer outside of the wrestling business. So, knowing your rights is something that this man definitely knows. Now, it is kind of awkward, me being the only commentator again. But, oh, Eleanor Brown just going in for the punch while Clinton Kenosha was going for a suplex. I don't know how smart that was. That wasn't very smart. That left a lot of open room for Logan Rights to get out of that move. And you saw it didn't do Eleanor Brown any good. Oh, an uppercut. See, now that's what Eleanor and Clinton should have done. One should have hit the move, and then the next should have did a move. Instead, Eleanor got a bit ahead of himself and stopped Clinton Kenosha from doing a suplex, and that didn't benefit anybody. Benefited Logan, but it didn't benefit either Eleanor or Clinton. That foot DDT from Judas Maxwell. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I can confirm. Oh! Smart, edgy move there from Clinton Kenosha, kicking the back of Judas Maxwell as he was going to the top rope. Disarming him in a sense. Oh, running the ropes. What is Eleanor doing here? Wait. Judas with a counter. Arm drag. Now, there is something to the name of Judas Maxwell. If you guys are not familiar with your Bible studies or with religion, Judas is basically the name of the angel at the Last Supper alongside Jesus Christ who betrayed him. You know, the kiss of Judas, if you ever heard of that. He was the one who betrayed Jesus. So, is there meaning to that in his name, Judas Maxwell? Not too sure who he betrayed. Well, one could say he betrayed Chadwick. Yeah, one can say he definitely betrayed his old friend Chadwick. I wouldn't call Chadwick Jesus. I mean, one could say he has godlike wrestling skills. I wouldn't call Chadwick Jesus there. But I think Judas has a lot to say, a lot of namesake, a lot of story to tell behind this guy. I still want something. Oh, Eleanor. There's a counter. Oh, and a corkscrew elbow drop, taking down Judas Maxwell. And he's going for the pin. I could be over here. One. And a kick out. If I'm correct, this is the first tag team match you're seeing from the Purge here. Wait, Judas. Ooh, a German suplex. I did say Judas Maxwell is no stranger to the ring. Whether it's the mats and no ring, like amateur wrestling, or whether it's the ring and ropes, like professional wrestling. He's a specialist in both. Some of the best in-ring awareness you'll ever see in this company comes from that man right there. Well, here we go. He's going for that straight jacket German. Straight jacket German. 1, 2. And that is one move you do. Oh, Clinton Kenosha with the elbow to the face. Just stunned him. Judas tried to tell him to back off. Uh-oh. We don't know what this is, ladies and gentlemen. I was just talking about earlier. Wait, is he going to cinch it in? He has it locked in, but he doesn't have it fully locked in. Oh, wait, did he take him down? He's down. The guillotine choke is locked in. Will Eleanor tap out here is the question. Eleanor taps. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The guillotine choke still putting people away. No one is safe. The Purge wins their match against Law and Disorder. Two men you never really see on the losing end of their matches. Then again, usually when you see them in the ring, they would be facing steel cage. I believe that was their own. I believe this might have been Law and Disorder's first tag team match that wasn't against steel cage. I might be wrong, but I think this was the first tag team match that was not against Austin, the team of Austin, Cage, and Logan Steele. Instead, it was a team of Logan Wrights and Judas Maxwell. And there's that menacing look of that guy, that 7-foot tall man, and these three men. This is something to fear. I think these guys are going to be around for a while, so you better get used to them. The Purge is here, and they're ready to dominate. I think it's time for the next match, and Judas Mac. Wait! That's Dog Club X! Let's see that I'm in Rusty! They're jumping Clinton and Eleanor. This is disgusting. What is even their motive of jumping them? I don't even get it. Well, that's just, they just want to make a statement. Statement made. Statement made.
It will be a night forever etched in history. Welcome to WrestleMania.
We get on to our next match. Already in the ring is Stoner and Freddy, accompanied by the likes of Kid Friendly. That's something. I guess Kid Friendly's out here to watch the match up close. Stoner just pushing Freddy down with force. Ooh, it's Freddy! This is the return of a century. Ladies and gentlemen, let me stop kidding. The lights guy not controlling the lights tonight. In the ring is Freddy, a man who, yes, is AWC's very own not sound director. Lights and stage director. Not the stage director, just the lights director. He's the man who controls all the lights in the arena. But I guess he's not doing that tonight. He's stepping in the ring with Stoner here, under the guidance of Kid Friendly. Don't know how smart this is, ladies and gentlemen.
You don't see that move every day.
Knuckle sandwich from Stoner. Stoner has been on quite the tear as of late, defeating Kid Friendly in his return match. Then I believe defeating him. Did he defeat him again? No, scoop slam. He defeated someone else. I forgot who that person was. But now he's back to break more against Freddy here. Ooh, an uppercut from Freddy. Oh, a shoulder block that did absolutely nothing. Ooh, and a super kick, a Stoner kick from Stoner. Oh boy, he's going for his finisher here. Here we go. Shattered Heaven. And it's all over. No one kicks out of Shattered Heaven. 1, 2, 3. And just like that, Stoner just rids of Freddy. Was that under a minute? Or was that under 2 minutes? I can't tell, but that was really, really fast work by Stoner there. In crippling fashion, Stoner rids of Freddy. Back to break more. I just got word Stoner's entering in the Royal Rumble match, ladies and gentlemen. That's another man to watch out for in that match. Is the man they call Stoner. The near 400-pounder, 6'4" man you should really be watching out for in this Royal Rumble match. Yep, and Stoner's back in the ring. I guess we're having another impromptu match here. Kid Friendly wants a piece of Stoner. I don't know how smart this is. Kid Friendly wanted a piece of Stoner after he just demolished Freddy. 2, 3. After just demolishing Freddy in the fashion that he just did, I don't know how smart it was for Kid Friendly to want to have another match against Stoner. I mean, Stoner barely has a scratch on him after his match. Uh-oh. Freddy's making a comeback. Freddy, what? Oh, a dropkick. He takes Stoner down to his feet. How often do we see Stoner on his feet? Stoner off of his feet, ladies and gentlemen. That is a feat in itself, I should say. Stoner back on his feet. And now Kid Friendly is off his feet. Just the place you don't want to be. And the knuckle sandwich being applied here to Kid Friendly. Wait. Ooh. Snapmare. Wait. Look at this. He takes Stoner down again. I think after the first encounter they had, I think Kid Friendly does have a little bit more knowledge of how Stoner wrestles here. He knows what to expect, and I think this is going to benefit Kid Friendly, if not entirely, somewhat in this match. Because he already knows Stoner's... And there's Freddy. Freddy did not take his loss very, Freddy didn't take his loss very appreciatively. Oh, and Stoner with another headbutt to the face. Look at this. Oh, my God, right to the back. Friendly. Hurricane Runner. That was a nice move by Kid Friendly. Takes Stoner off of his feet. This is the 3rd time he's taken Stoner off of his feet. Now all he has to do is keep on going at him. Oh, he has Stoner down. Come on, go for a pin. Oh, God, that was not a smart move. Look at that. That didn't even take him down. And he misses. Oh, Mongolian shot from Stoner. Friendly with the counter. Sending Stoner out of the ring. I don't know how smart this is. He's taunting. Stoner with another headbutt to the head. Stoner getting up Friendly. Stoner kick. It's over. Oh, he's about to get him up for the Shattered Heaven. Oh, not yet. Sue. And a suplex. Stoner Just standing. Wait, Kid Friendly back up to his feet. What is he doing? Going for a handshake? Mid-match? Oh, a kick tip right to the groin, and that's an automatic DQ to Kid Friendly. Looks like Stoner is the winner of this match by disqualification. Kid Friendly dipping out early. He doesn't even know what he doesn't even know what he's done. Oh boy, that's not smart. That is not smart, Kid Friendly's part. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Shin Gekido in action here tonight. Backstage, we've been hearing a lot about Marco Tazzacali potentially putting his number 1 contender shot against Jin Kazi on the line here tonight. No one knew who, no one knew why, but it's been confirmed that he's putting his title on the line because there's been a lot of an uproar for why Marco actually got the match. We understand he attacked Jim, we understand there's animosity between the two, we understand they have history, but needless to say, Shin Gekido stood up and said, that doesn't make any sense. Why does Marco get another shot when many of us who have fought Jin before, who knows what to expect, who can beat Jin, have to be sitting in the dark while Marco gets a third chance? And Marco didn't take keen to that, so now we're here. Shin Gekido versus Marco Tazzacali, with Marco's number 1 contendership shots on the line. Oh, I won't give in until I'm victorious. And here comes Marco Tazzacali. Pretty excited. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I also can confirm that both of these men will be entering in the Royal Rumble match. Now, even though one of these men will be facing Jin Kazi, the World Champion, they have a chance to enter in the Royal Rumble match because if they are the World Champion and they win, they can challenge the Heavyweight Champion for a unification match at WrestleMania. So both men will be entering in the match. So we got Marco, we got Shin, we got Jin, we have TJ, we have DC, Dane, Alejandro, Jay Blaze, T Dynamite, Rusty, Judas Maxwell, Logan Rice. These are just a few names entering in that Rumble match. This is a star-studded Rumble match. I can't even predict who I think is going to win that match. Got Stoner entering in as well. Wow. Now, a little bit of history between these two. These guys were in the second ever A2 Climax tournament. That's where they made their debut. In the A2 Climax Tournament 2. These two, Marco and Shin Gekido, faced off in the finals of A Block in order to determine who would face the winner of B Block, Jin Kazi. And Shin Gekido defeated Marco. This would later lead to Shin Gekido versus Jin Kazi to determine who will face DJK at the first episode of AWC Season 2, in which we saw Jin Kazi defeat Shin Gekido in the 30-minute Iron Man match. Could we be seeing a rematch between Shin Gekido and Jin Kazi, but for the AWC World Championship? A match that had Jin not been in, Jin would not have been a 3-time world champion. Look at this! Here we go, a trio of German suplexes. He's going for the first one. And there's the second one. And he's going back to the third one. And a third German suplex. I vaguely remember their match at the A2 Climax. It was a pretty good match. I don't think there's even a doubt in my mind that Shin Gekido can have a bad match. Shin Gekido, in my opinion, is incapable of having a bad match. He might not win every single match he's in, but this man puts it on every single night he goes out there. And that's one thing I can respect about him, with that double foot stomp right to the chest area of Marco. You have a man who's trained in many martial arts style in Shin Gekido, who also just so happens to be a professional wrestler, in Marco Tazzacali, a man who trained... Oh, I'm missing that springboard elbow drop. Who trained under the likes of men who are well known in the country of Turkey, making his way over to the United States to become a professional wrestler. And so far it's been working pretty well for him. Now, Marco Tazzacali is a former world champion, and he's won the ACW World Heavyweight Championship. But that's kind of his only redeeming quality. Marco really hasn't won anything else aside from that one championship. No X Division, no Alpha Weight, no Tag Team, and a back suplex. No X Factor, no Limitless, no main world title, just the ACW. And that's one thing I think a lot of people kind of knock him for. Suplex from Shin. That's one thing I think a lot of people really mark Nako for, is that the fact that he hasn't really done much to be very viable here. And an axe kick from Shingakito. That's a very dangerous move. Oh my god. I know what Shin's going for here. He's going for that bridging back suplex into the pin. This is crazy. And he hits it. 1, 2. New number one contender. Oh, Marco kicks out. I want to say, ladies and gentlemen, as much as I would love to see Marco get his comeuppance against Jin and become the new world champion, I would be very interested in seeing a part 2 of Jin Kazi versus Shingakito in a form from Shingakito. We have not seen Shin and Jin face off since September of 2015. It's been 2 years since these guys have faced off. So this is going to be a fresh new match if we get Shin defeating Marco here. But if we don't, we'll get the third encounter between Marco and Jin Kazi at the Royal Rumble. Their first encounter. Oh, wait, look at Marco. He's getting hype here. Oh, sending the head of Shin right back to the mat. Oh, Marco's coming back. Marco's coming back. This is a dangerous spot. Once Marco gets the comeback, it's kind of over. Done from there. Oh, and he sends Shin right back down to the ground. He's about to hit Truth or Consequences. Here we go. And Truth or Consequences from Marco Tazzacali. And here we go. We're going for the pin. This has put a lot of men away before. Can it put away Shin? And Shin kicks out. Wait. Oh. Marco. Neck crank, but Shin is escaping out of it. Ooh. And a punch to the gut. Just a mean punch to the gut from Shin Gakito. And we're back in this match, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like Freddy went back to doing the lights because of that the dimness. Looks like Freddy went back to his job after losing the Stoner here tonight. Oh, missing the stomp from Marco. Shin with the counter. This has been a pretty good match so far. Like I said, don't remember Shin incapable having a bad match here. Some can say that his worst match would be against Trent Over in the second episode of AWC, which though I don't think was a boring match, it was pretty lengthy. I think that's what kind of broke it down a little bit. But I thought that was a pretty good match. I have never seen Shin in a bad match. Look at him taunting here. Remember this guy making his return in Season 2 after taking a 4-month hiatus at the A2 Climax Tournament 3, which he made his return against the then X Division champion, not the then X Division champion, the former X Division champion, Chris Chambers. Wait, Marco. Suplexing Marco back into the ring from the apron. That takes incredible strength, and it's got to be over here. 1. And Marco cannot put Shin down. That's one thing we don't really see off here at AWC is Marco being on the losing end. Wait, here we go. Knee to the stomach. And an axe kick to the back of the neck. That's a dangerous move. Oh, and Shin is getting hyped from the crowd. What is Shin going for here? He's going for a kick. No. And that's one thing you gotta look out for when you're facing Shin Gakito. Wait, Truth of Consequences again? Again, he hits Truth of Consequences. This time it's gotta be over. Wait, he's getting Shin up. That wasn't a smart decision. He should have went for the pin. Shin with the counter. One thing you gotta worry about with Shin is his kicks. This man trained under some of the greatest jiu-jitsu, judo masters in the world. Thus, he has some of the most lethal kicks in the world. Not just wrestling, but the world, ladies and gentlemen. And there is that bridging back suplex. 1, 2, Marco kicks out. Jesus Christ. Marco is not giving an inch. He doesn't want to give up the second chance against Jin. But neither does Shin. Shin doesn't want to give up his second chance against Jin. Well, no. Marco's third chance. This is going to be Shin's... Oh, just barely hitting it. Shin caught more of the ground than he did Marco there. This will be Shin's first world title match in AWC. And this will be his second match against Jin Kazi. Look at this. Double axe hand right to the back. As I was saying before, he has some of the strongest kicks in the world. This is one man you do not want to be receiving out from this kicks for. A prime example would be in his match against Turnover when he hit those lethal kicks to Turnover in order to end the match. Wait, look at this. Diced bread. Oh, and he plants Marco down. And Shin's going to the top rope. What's he going for here? Oh. He's setting him up for something. I don't know what this is. Oh, he went for a cannonball, but he missed it. I don't know. I think the only man really could successfully hit the cannonball is Jay Blaze. And he can hit either the cannonball or the corkscrew cannonball. I don't really see much of anyone else hitting the cannonball successfully except for Jay Blaze. Look at this. Look at this. He is taking and dissecting the arm like a true master of the arts would. Taking a body part, aiming at it, and just making sure he cannot use it to his advantage. He knows Marco without his arm is Marco without about 70% of his artillery. That's smart thinking by Shin Akita with another stump to the arm. By Marco, oh, using that arm drag onto Shin. One, no. Shin Akita kicks out. See, Marco's getting Shin up. Oh, chop to the back. Oh, and he sends his head right back down to the mat. And a kick. Nope. Shin. Oh, that was a nice arm drag. Not an arm drag. A nice, wait, he's going for it a third time. Knee. And then an axe kick to the back of the neck. And Shin is taunting again. I don't know what Shin's doing. I think Shin knows he has enough time. Shin is one of the smartest in-ring competitors I've ever seen, so I'm going to trust that he knows what he's doing here. One of the excellence of executionists, I can call him. Oh, Shin with the takedown. What is this? Oh, he throws Marco onto his shoulders for a Samoan drop. Uh-oh. This is what I was talking about. He's setting him up. There's a lethal one. A kick right to the back of the head of Marco. Is it over? 1, 2, 3. It's over. Shingekito defeats Marco Tazvicali. And it looks like at the Royal Rumble, we will be seeing Jin Kazi versus Shingekito for the AWC World Championship. Crazy how things could just change in a split second. It took 3 of those. Marco was not going down. Marco kicked out of 2 finishers, 3 signatures. Look at this. That's not a move that anyone just kicks out of. Marco has that will. That kick to the back of the head, I tell you, that probably knocked Marco unconscious. So I got to put Marco down. And Shingekito is a new #1 contender for the AWC World Championship. And will this be bad news for the World Champion Jin Kazi? Both men have not faced each other in 2 years. So I don't think they know what they're going into yet, but that's one thing to watch out for at the Royal Rumble match. And speaking of Jen, it's now time for the main event of the evening. It is The Elite, Jin Kazi and DC Zamcham, accompanied by the co-owner of AWC, TJ Shadows, versus the Mid-Card Mafia One Night Only Reunion, Alejandro Lee Van Dane, accompanied by the Alpha Champion Jay Blaze. Oh my god. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The Elite. DC, what has he been doing with the X Division Championship? Is one thing you might be asking. Now, from what I've heard, backstage sources have told me that DC Zamcham, after watching the match between El Sabone and Dane, DC forcibly just took the X Division Championship away from him, saying, "You're not worthy of even holding this title." Now, ladies and gentlemen, legally, the X Division Champion is El Sabone, but holding the physical title here is DC, just stealing the championship. That's not even fair. And then being with the co-owner TJ Shadows, TJ just let him do it. TJ didn't even bat an eye. He just let him do it. So now El Sabone's going to be facing DC to win his X Division Championship back when he deserves it in the first place. It's just disgusting. I just cannot stand the Elite. Nonetheless, we have the team they're facing here. Oh boy. The Mid-Card Mafia. Oh god. Look at this. It looks like while DC Zamcham was busy stealing titles, looks like Jay Blaze is sharing his title. Those replica versions of the Alpha Weight Championship he has. Alejandro looks like he's kind of hiding his version, which is kind of weird. But Dane is sporting off his. Now, remind you, ladies and gentlemen, all three men have held that title before. Well, Alejandro and Dane have held that Ale Continental / Intercontinental. Jay is holding the Alpha Weight. Now, these men right here, these men are two-time Tag Team of the Year winners, two-time Faction of the Year winners. They're just like the greatest faction in AWC history, and they're back for one night only. Is the Mid-Card Mafia, Alejandro Leyva, Dane, and Jay Blaze. And I cannot be any more excited than I am right now to see this. They got the lights. Oh, Freddie even got the lights correctly. He got pink for Ale, he's got green for Dane, and he's got blue for Jay. Pink, blue, and green. One of the three primary colors when it comes to Mid-Card Mafia. PBG. PBG. Now here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is a dream match here. The Elite versus the Mid-Card Mafia. DC and Alejandro Leyva starting off in the ring here. Starting off where we left off last week between the match between Alejandro Leyva and DC Zamcham. That match ended very sketchy as DC Zamcham won the match, even though Jin Kazi hits Alejandro Leyva with the steel chair and did not get disqualified. Alejandro Leyva has got to be pissed about that, knowing that he didn't even lose the match. He could have won it by DQ, but TJ, DC, they just took advantage of it. Like, they've been taking advantage of everything since they've been in power. And DC with that takedown. What is DC doing here? Sending him right into the ropes. Oh, here we go. Some tag team action here. Wait, DC. Oh, body splash. What is Jin doing? Overhead double foot stomp. Looks like shades of TJ Shadows there. That was a pretty nice tag team move. Now, Mid-Card Mafia is no stranger to tag teams. These two are the first ever X Factor champions. which is a title that has fizzled out slowly because of the Elite throwing those titles in the trash, saying they're worthless, and we'd rather have the tag team titles. Which is another thing, ladies and gentlemen. This match is an A2 Climax qualifying match. The winning team by pinfall or submission will be submitted into the A2 Climax Tournament 4 to become tag team champions. Now look at this tag team dynamic between Dane and Alejandro. A double DDT to the world champion. Now every man you see ringside and in the ring will be entering in the Rumble match. And one can say these guys are absolute favorites to win. Dane doing a little bit of dirty work on his own there. Oh, he was the legal man. I thought Alejandro was the legal man. Look at this. Oh, a nice Pele kick sitting Jin down. That was an excellent Pele kick by Dane. Punches to the face. Wait, Dane. Ooh, an elbow drop. Oh, wait. Jin got up a little bit too fast there. Dane and Jinkazi. Two men who've only faced off one time, but put on a near 5-star match the only time they did. In the A2 Climax Tournament 2, we saw Jinkazi versus TRG Marvel. Wait a minute. He's got a chair. Oh, Dane's being a good guy here. Throwing the chair down. In DC, pump handle suplex. The referee's counting. Punches to the face of Dane. Alejandro, Leva, and Jay just watching on. They're not doing anything. What's going on? I guess they're letting Dane handle it himself. Clothesline to DC. Ooh, raking at the eyes. Wait, Dane kick to the back of the leg of DC. Oh my god, the referee. He's at a 7 count. We could be seeing a count out here. Oh, he's got 8. And both in the back of the ring by the 8 count. Ooh, and a boot to the back of the leg. Revenge on Dane. Looks like Dane sending the shoulder into the mat. Now, over the past few weeks, we've seen DC's shoulder. Wait, DC. Ooh. Reversing that boot to the face. We've seen DC's arm be the target of many wrestlers. Alejandro Leva, El Sabone, and now Dane here. Looks like these men have found a target spot for DC. They're aiming at that forearm. DC without the forearm is DC without... Oh, and there's that takedown spear and the scream of 1,000 from Jinkazi. That's one thing to fear from Jin. Don't let him get in that scream. Wait, Dane. What is Dane doing? Jin with the reversal. Wait. Shades of Adam Belaz here. Buckle bomb. Just showing no respect and all types of cockiness to Adam Belaz. Look at this. Oh, what is this? DC. Jin. Pump handle. Oh my god! That was sick. I don't know what they call that, but that definitely does some damage. Referees, back his turn. 1, 2, and Dane kicks out. I think that move would have been a little bit more effective had Jin done it, because Jin, you know, Jin does the knees, not DC. DC has the pad, has those joggers on. I think had Jin did those knees, it would have been all over. But those pants kind of cushioned the fall in a sense, so I think Dane had enough in him to kick out of it. Was Dane doing Monte Fisto? And a spin, split, and a punch to the face. And DC's got to be down. These two have faced off before. Good match put on between these two men, DC and Dane. Dane was trained by DC, as a matter of fact. A little fun fact there for those of you who didn't know. He was his mentor. trained by the likes of DC and Tyler Williams, but DC was the one who's... Wait! Oh my god! In a DDT. Somewhat Tyler there, but a lot more DC. So DC usually gets the most recognition when it comes to the one who's brought in and mentored Dane. I mean, brought in by Tyler Williams, mentored by DC, who at the time was not as big as he is now. But DC's been wrestling for over 10 years, since he was a teenager. So he was the perfect man to teach Dane. Both men are down here. Both men are crawling. Who's going to make up to their feet first? Mentor versus student here. Dane made up to his feet first. And he sends down DC. And he's going for a pin. Is it over? 1, 2, kick out. Now in their match, Dane did defeat DC Zam Champ, if I'm correct. Could we be seeing a repeat with Dane pinning DC again? Oh, look at this. A version of the Montefisto here. Oh, and he takes down... Oh, and he went for something there, but I guess it didn't really land. And he's going to tag Alejandro, a man who was trained by Tyler Williams in the AWC facility. Alejandro and Dane kind of came in around near the same time. Alejandro coming in first, getting training by the talents down in Next Gen, AWC trainers and Tyler Williams once again. Which is why Alejandro has decided to pay homage to his former boss, Tyler Williams, with this new move, the Poly Plunge, which is a elevated version of the Pedigree. A move that Tyler Williams was very well known for. And that's offset for Powerbomb 1. And Jin breaks it up. Here we go again. These men are smart. Alejandro, Dane did it first. Now Alejandro's aiming for the arm. Wait, what is this? Oh! DC with the counter. I think I knew they were going for. They were going for their signature super kick into the Ale plunge, but DC wasn't having any of that. DC's hyping himself up here. He's about to go for the Fighter's Fury. That's one move you don't want to get in on the receiving end of. And here we go. He's going for the Fighter's Fury here. Kick to the gut. Boot to the chest. Another boot to the chest, and he's going for the arm trap neck breaker, and he successfully takes down Alejandro. The crowd seems to be firmly behind DC here. Oh my god, he's going for Koji. He has it locked in. Will he kick out? Will he kick out? What? Will he tap out? Oh, Alejandro with the counter. He's been on receiving ends of that modified Koji clutch weeks back. I think now he kind of figured out a way to get out of that Koji. Alejandro going for a signature triangle dropkick. Does he hit it? Triangle dropkick, sending DC to the outside. And Dane is the legal man now. Oh, Dane's telling DC to get up. Oh, double axe handle right to the back. Referee at a 2 count. DC sending Dane into the ring early. Oh, Dane with a boot to the gut. And another Montefisto. DC's getting a lot of offense done to him here. A little bit odd. We really see DC on the receiving end of a lot of offense. TJ with the... TJ distracting the referee here. Referee's back is turned. Anything can happen. Was back to the action now. What is Dane doing? Dane has a bad habit of doing this. Waiting. Stalking. Oh, he went for... I think he was going for his... Ooh, I forgot what it's called. Uh-oh. They're going for it this time. This time Jin hits it with the double knees to the chest. It's all over. Wait. Who broke it up? I think it looks like DC and Alejandro kind of somewhat both broke it up. Referee had a weapon count and he stopped. Jin got off the ropes. Oh wait, TJ having a little pep talk to Jin. He's telling Jin to get his head in the game, get back into the ring. I don't know if Jin would take nice to that. I think Jin's doing what he's told, but I don't know how. Ooh, counter into Jin's version of a nuclear bomb there. I don't know what TJ really told Jin, but it looks like he was signaling Jin to get back into the ring after Jin was going for a move, but then stopped midway. Looks like TJ's a little bit angry at Jin. And Jin's going for the scream of 1,000. Oh, and a boot to the face, a counter from Dane. Dane's getting him back up to his feet. Could we be seeing it here, ladies and gentlemen? No, Jin countered, and DC looked like he wasn't even expecting it. Oh, he went for a knee, but Jin missed the knee. Jin missed the bazooka knee, and Dane with the counter, a snapmare. Alejandro wants to get tagged into the action. Alejandro in the ring.
Seems like these guys are letting out a lot of pent-up frustration.
Alejandro sending Jin into the other side. What are we seeing here? He was seeing a triangle dropkick to Jin here. Triangle dropkick to Jin Kazi.
Gonna have to shake off the moderate damage that's been inflicted here and find a way to
Now Alejandro's telling Jin to get up. What is Alejandro doing? Oh, a double axe handle to the head of Jin. We saw Dane do a double axe handle to the back of DC. Now I with a double axe handle to the head of Jin here. Alejandro and Jin Kazi, two men who have not faced off in the ring since All Wrestle Kingdom 2015. Back in June of 2015. That's how long it's been since these two faced off in a singles match. Now imagine how this could be if we see the likes of Alejandro winning the Royal Rumble and Jin Kazi retaining against Shin Kikito. We could be seeing Alejandro. Look at this! Look at this! His arm is on the... That was smart but stupid at the same time. That was going to do... That could have broke Jin's arm. You could have saw the way that Alejandro had his leg hooked around the ropes and was ready to torque back. Wait, what is Ali going for here? Punch to the face. Jin's leaning. What is Dane? What is Dane? What is Ali doing here? Oh, a knee to the face and a boot to the face. Both men with that tag team action there. Oh, suck it. Ali telling Jin to suck it. And the boot to the face. Now, Jin's known for being disrespectful here, but Ali's showing disrespect back to the world champion. And Dane hyping up the crowd. But Jin with that scream again. Jin's making a comeback. Freddy, what are you doing? Okay, here we go. Wait, does he catch it? He catches it. Jin is making a comeback. Oh, and a spear takedown. It could be over. Wait, Jin gets up high. They could be going for another. Wait, another buckle bomb. Shades of Adam Balaz with the buckle bomb. And he's going for the pin. They could put him away. 1, 2. And Ali kicks out with the buckle bomb. Kick to the back. What is Jin going for? He is telling Alejandro to get up. Oh! Kicks Ali back. Hurricanrana takes down Alejandro. We really don't see much of a high-flying artillery moveset here from Jin. He's kind of strayed away from doing high-flying, but he will kick it out every now and then. A poke to the eye! That's a dirty move by Alejandro there. Then again, Alejandro isn't really a good guy in a sense. One is expect him to be doing anything what the likes of a good guy would do. Enziguri to the head. Dazes the champion. Oh, not long enough. Drop kick, no. Counter. Boot to the head. Oh, and he sends Alejandro to the outside. Alejandro and Jin on the outside. Oh, and a famouser. Right to the concrete floor. Well, Alejandro, armbar. He's aiming at the arm of Jin here. Wait, Dane went to take down DC, but that didn't work out too well. Uh-oh, the Elite is around the corner. Alejandro better get in the ring fast. Ooh, Jin with those punches to the head to get Ale to let go. The Elite is staring down Ale. He better get in the ring. Oh, and both men are down. Both Jin and DC are... Wait, was... Oh, Ale with the takedown. Referee's getting close to 10 here. He sends DC in the ring. TJ with the stop him, but he was unsuccessful. Jin better get up fast. Jin, he's at 9. Wait, Jin just walked away. What? Jin didn't even try to get back into the ring. Looks like TJ went to stop him, but Jin didn't even try to get. He started walking away. What the hell? Jin wasn't even putting up an effort against the Mid-Card Mafia here tonight. Saw DC go all in, but Jin didn't. Oh, I see what Jin did there. That was smart. That was really smart on Jin. I don't think the Elite saw it, but what Jin did, Jin knew that the Mid-Card Mafia has to win by pinfall or submission in order to enter an A2 climax together. But they won by countout, which means even though they beat the Elite, Jay, Alejandro, and Dane cannot enter the A2 climax as a tag team because they didn't pin the Mid-Card Mafia. They may have won tonight, but they didn't. They're not going to be A2, but I don't think they really care. Oh my God. And these two, they know they have defeated the Elite here. That's all that matters to them at the moment. The crowd is going crazy here. MCM, MCM, MCM. And we're having a little bit of a twerking scene here from the Mid-Card Mafia. And that's how we end the show. Thank you all for watching, ladies and gentlemen. See you all later.
In lights, he just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat of the mic. He feels so unlike everybody else, alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know him, but fuck him, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Todd's picking it up. Let's go. Who the hell is he anyway? He never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still even is starstruck. Humble through opportunities given despite the fact that many misjudge him cause he makes a living from writing raps. Put it together himself, but the picture connects. Never asking for someone's help or to get some respect. He's only focused on what he wrote. His will is beyond reach, and now it all unfolds. The skill of an artist. This is 20% skill, 80% fear, be 100% clear, cause Ryu was ill. Who would've thought he'd be the one that set the West in flames? And I heard him wreck it with the crystal method, name of the game. Came back, dropped Megadeth, took him to church. I like Bleach, man. Ryu had the stupidest verses, dude is the truth. Now everybody giving them guest spots and stocks through the roof. I heard him fucking with that stock. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name. They call him Ryu, he's sick and he's spitting fire and Mike got him out the dryer, he's hot. Found him in Fort Minor with top, but a fucking nihilist porcupine. He's a prick, he's a cop. The type women wanna be within, rappers hope he gets shot. 8 years in the making, patiently waiting to blow. Now the record with your notice taking over the globe. He's got a partner in crime, this shit is equally dope. You won't believe the kind of shit that comes out of this kid's throat. He's not your everyday on the block. He knows how to roll with what he's got, making his way to the top. He don't think it's a comment on his name. People keep asking him, was it given that birth that doesn't stand for an acronym? No, he's living proof. Let him rock in the booth. He'll get you buzzing quicker than a shot of vodka with juice. Him and his crew are known around as one of the best. Dedicated to what they do and give 100%.
Forget Mike, nobody really knows how or why he works so hard. It seems like he's never got time because he writes every note and he writes every line. And I've seen him at work when that light goes on in his mind. It's like a design is written in his head every time before he even touches a key or speaks in a rhyme. And those motherfuckers he runs with, the kids that he signed, ridiculous, without even trying. How do they do it? This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of